Hey crew, we're gonna do some yoga. We're gonna focus on your back. If you're having back pain, a really hard time with having stiffness or tightness in your back, this is the perfect flow for you. It's gonna help you mobilize your back a bit. And if anything ever feels too stressful on your back, or if you're experiencing pinching, things like that, don't push through that. But let's try to mobilize. We're gonna start out on the ground. If you've got some nice calming yoga tunage, turn it on. Just lay back really gently. And already just feel nice being supported by the floor if your back is feeling stressed and strained. I want you to just breathe right now. And just feel, kind of see what's going on. I've got my feet just really softly on the floor. I'm gonna draw my shoulders away from my ears. Put my hands on my belly and I'm going to breathe. I'm not trying to do anything in particular, just close my eyes softly. And then if it feels okay, I want you to just hug your knees into your chest. You don't need to make this into a little ball. I'm gonna hold my shins kind of gently. I'm gonna relax my feet, wiggle my toes, and just kind of roll side to side. See what's going on with my lower back. See what's going on with my mid back and all the way up. A little massage on the sacrum. See what's happening. You don't have to hold on. If you need to just kind of move your knees a lot less than I am, you can put your hands at your sides. But if it feels all right, the hands are on the knees or they're on the shins. And then if it feels good and okay for you, kind of put your knees together, don't push them together, and just sort of, just kind of roll them. So you're making circle-ish shapes. Tuck your chin, the back of your neck is long. This is not stressful. This is not an ab workout. This is just waking up, tuning in, seeing what's happening with the back of our body. Thinking about our postural muscles. Maybe you have a job where you sit a lot, driving or sitting at a computer. Maybe you hold a baby often or wear a baby often and your back takes a ton of strain. Breastfeeding mamas know what I'm talking about. Just a couple more. Or if this isn't working for you, you're just laying still. And then everybody stop the circles. And then we're just gonna come to a little supine frog. This is gentle, this is not stressful. So kind of flare your toes out. And then just really gently, my knees are super wide. I've got my shins or my knees, whatever works for you. Just draw your knees in and then keep your tailbone down. Tuck your chin here, guys, for a long neck. Breathe in and then just let go. Feel how the ground supports you. Take some stress off your back. Little supine frog for the hips. So often our hips and piriformis muscle and psoas are connecting to our back and causing pain. We're going to spend some time on all of those bases today. And then just let go gently. I want you to put your right foot down on the ground, and then I want you to just draw your left knee in and kind of move side to side. You might feel a little stretch in the front of the hip. This is all gentle and calm. If it feels okay, you might extend your right leg and continue to just move here. All the while we're massaging the lower back, we're moving our pelvis around as well. Sounds funny. I don't mean that in a weird way. Breathe. It's good that I make myself laugh, right? The dorkiest right here. Oh, and then switch. So we're gonna test the waters here. If I'm moving too quickly for you, if your back is super tender, slow down. Your body, your breath, your practice. And maybe if it feels okay. I feel the front of my hips a lot when I do this, but I like the massage and moving side to side with my back being on the ground and my hips being on the ground. Let's see what's going on with the legs as well. So put the right leg down again, and then just really gently take your left leg in your hand. I want you to not stretch into this crazy, hamstring stretch or anything like that. Just breathe right here. See what's going on again. Maybe move side to side, even front to back. Feel it, and then switch. Testing the waters with mobility, warming up the lower back as it moves on the floor. Remember, we're a chain, we're connected. Our legs, our hips, our back, our neck, shoulders, core. Just because your back is hurting doesn't mean we're only going to move your back around. We're going to tune into what's happening, what's going on. And then put both your feet on the floor. And then if it's okay, so you can either just kind of move your pelvis side to side, or you can maybe drop the knees to the front and then kind of cutesy on the toes, drop them to the back. My hands are just relaxed at my sides. It's feeling okay to move. Just super stiff back today as well. We're breathing the entire time. Smooth, consistent, big breath. One more. And then bring your legs to stillness in the center and see what's going on. Okay, we have options here. If you're really sore, you might roll on your side and then come up onto all fours, which is where we're gonna go next. If you feel okay, you're gonna maybe take your hands behind your knees and you're just gonna roll real gentle. A couple times, maybe one time was good. If that's the case, go up and hang out for me. Otherwise, just 3 little ones here. Okay, from this position, you're gonna take your legs back, moving slowly if that's where you need to go, breathing here. And then you're just gonna take your hands under your wrists, and I'm just swaying my hips, crew. It's not technical, but it feels good today. If this doesn't feel good for you, it's okay. Stay in stillness or come to child's pose 2. We'll be there in a sec. Otherwise, just a little cat-cow. So press, again, if cat-cow's not your jam today, it's all good. Exhale. Relax the neck, really push into the ground, but at the same time, lift up out of your wrists. So think about your shoulders, your stomach, all that strength that you have. Feel the feet pressed into the floor. Really carefully and quietly, see if child's pose feels okay. Press back. Just stretch. We're gonna move between that quadruped stance and child's. Moving slowly if that's what you need. I'm kind of rocking side to side through my hips and my pelvis and my shoulders. And then come up. So much beautiful movement in yoga, and then come back down. So we're going between horse and child. You know, we think we need to just hold these poses forever. It's not true. It's gotta feel good for you. One more time, so come up, move slowly if that's what you need. Stay in one of these positions if that's what you need. Pushing my hips back. You'll notice with every movement and every intentional breath, a little more mobility comes back to you. Okay, and then come up really carefully, really quietly. And we're gonna take your left leg into this lunge. If you need help, use your arms. We're not gonna strain here. We're going to put our hands on the ground and we're going to breathe and move around and see what's going on. Either fingertips or palms. Remember what I said about your hips and about your psoas. So we have this muscle deep in the front hip here that is very much connected to our lower back and can be very much connected to our back pain if we are tight and tense through our psoas. So we're gonna spend some gentle time. Pay attention just a little bit to your front heel and see if you can come up just real slow. Tuck your right toes and then just press forward gently. As you're doing this, think about tucking your tailbone, and what we're searching for is a stretch through this right hip, this back hip. I'm being really gentle, and it may just look like I'm leaning forward into a runner's lunge, but I've got a deep stretch going on as I tuck my tailbone, lengthen up through the front of my body. Crown of the head lifting. And then I'm gonna come back down. We're gonna make this even more gentle. So think about the crown of your head coming forward. I'm gonna uncurl my toes. And I'm gonna search for that stretch again by just dropping my hip down. You absolutely, if you feel mobile enough, can lift your right knee off the floor and do the same thing, kind of moving. Just being mindful of your left knee, your left heel, your shoulders are relaxed. Maybe tuck the chin and lengthen your neck. Just make sure things are comfy. It's gonna feel very intense, so just breathe with me here. And sit the knee down, and we're really gently, if it's okay for you, gonna come down. We're gonna draw our left toes back. Try to level the hips, and just melt our torso. My torso is on my legs. My knee is bent. It's okay. Another thing I let go of. Breathe. Relax your head, the back of your neck, your jaw. Breathe in, and then just calmly, quietly take your hands down. And we're going to switch sides. We're moving slowly. Oh, I feel that. Oh, that's so much better. Right foot comes forward. I'm going to take my hands inside. I'm going to move around just gently. See what's going on. Starting to think about the front of my left hip now, my left psoas. Moving front to back, a little side to side. And then just seeing if it goes okay to lift my torso up. So I'm going to tuck my left toes. I'm going to come up on my knee. Tailbone under the body. Thinking about the front of my left hip, and I'm lifting through my spine and chest. Helps me to kind of put my hand on my hip and continue to guide that tuck in my tailbone and that opening in the front of my hip. Eyes are forward. Don't push into a pain point. We want to find release for your beautiful back by just kind of thinking what's going on with the hips. And then I'm going to come back down. I'm going to untuck my toes, and I'm going to go ahead and lift my knee off and continue in this psoas and hip release motion here by swaying side to side. Put your knee down if this is not your jam today. Are your shoulders relaxed and down away from your ears? Oh, it feels so good. It's a lot of tightness and tension though, so just breathe if you're feeling that. I'm feeling it too. And then the knee comes down ever so softly. We're being gentle today, folks. Slide it back. Same thing. Just relax your sweet torso over your leg. Calm and quiet. Calm and quiet. Super tight for me in the back of my legs, so I'm just breathing here. I'm trying to level my hips. I'm moving a bit, not too much. And then we're going to come into a fold. Go slow. Keep the chin tucked. Walk it forward. My feet are hip width apart. You got to do what feels good for you. And everybody, say with me, bend your knees. So that you're truly relaxing the upper body. And we're finding this beautiful length in our spine and in our lower back. Shake your head calmly. Yes, no. Yes, I'm relaxed. No, I'm not freaking out. And then I'm just going to grab opposite elbows and come to a Ragdoll Pose. My legs are going to straighten a bit, but not much. Working for that length in the back, that stretch in the spine, that heaviness through the torso. Use that weight to make space in your back. Shoulders are calm. Just let go. Bend your knees again to a full fold here. It's not about what it looks like. Praise be. And then just bend your knees, come down to the floor. If you need to do this a different way because you're stiff, that's totally fine. And then sit really gently, however you're relaxed. Don't make this a big deal. Just sit down. Take your hands on your knees. You're going to take your shoulders and you're going to take them down, 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 down. And then you're going to round your back and tuck your chin to your chest. Your eyes are closed. How far apart can you get your shoulder blades? And then you're going to come forward, opening the heart, being gentle. And then do this again. I'm sorry if you hear a 3-year-old pretending to be a dog. I can hear her in my house. Children have no respect for fitness filming. It's cool. And exhale. They're good kids. Most of the time. Do this again. And then open. Just kind of move. Just kind of shift. Shift around. Oh, I hope your back feels better. Mine, you can tell by my face. I'm feeling very zen right now.
Hopefully you found some mobility. Feel free to do some additional movements or whatever you need to do today to just feel that calmness and the peace that yoga offers, and that being mindful of your breath and of your movement offers. Have a great day. Thanks for practicing.